And
I hope you're sitting down because it's time for the chair stream.
yep, it is.
You're in the mood for a little milkshake. Welcome to the dairy, just love from today. Go whip it up, fix you up straight away. Come on the front, I'll leave it in the back door with it, flip it, hey.
Anyway,
You need a video of some girls, like, shaking their ass.
there was, but I don't want to get the copyright for it, so,
What? Fidget spinner videos have girls twerking their ass all the time. What the fuck you talking about?
I believe you can show ass.
Fine, okay. Hold on.
Just no tits or dick or pussy.
We getting ass? We getting ass? Oh my god, we getting the booty.
I don't know if it's booty, but it's okay.
Oh, you gonna show us some milkshake? You gonna show us some milkshakes? All right.
You're in the mood for a little milkshake. Welcome to the dairy, just love from today.
All right.
Go whip it up, fix you up straight away.
I'm seeing the vortex into nothingness.
All right, it didn't work. What the
No,
hell?
Fun house.
that's okay. Let's not worry about it, man. I can save my boner for later.
All right. Anyway, no, the chick was pretty manly looking anyway. Anyway, what we're really gonna talk about is stupid. God damn it, motherfucker! Anita Sarkeesian.
I'll say this: manly looking chicks have been dealt a poor hand, and they deserve all the sympathy in the world.
Oh yeah.
I have nothing against manly looking
identify
chicks.
as female, so that's okay. Right?
Although, if I had to quote a certain wizard, that is a man.
He looked like a man. Anyway.
Okay, all right. Gotcha.
Okay. Let's watch this bullshit.
Hey, Carol, want to watch some Netflix?
Oh yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Oh, what about the Hunger Games?
I don't know. I mean, some of the things J-Law has said about race, like that time she talked about rubbing her butt on those indigenous ruins.
Right.
I'll never have an erection again.
Okay,
What's that?
I said I'll never have an erection again.
I know.
And the question marks go over top of Anita's head. It's like, what?
I know. My point is that the whole thing is I'm just thinking like I thought that Carol is actually Carl.
No.
And that I'm wondering if like this should be labeled as a
Carl's
sponsored video. Like I don't know if Netflix is sponsoring her show now. Like
Just because someone says crazy shit doesn't mean they're right? I mean,
but like Netflix and chill with Anita and Carol, that's not a porno that I want to see. I will pay not to see it, in fact.
that is an for a man going into a room like that. That is like eggshells fucking everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Like you might go into there and you might sit down on the couch or whatever, and next thing you know, the police are at the door taking you. Like there's like nothing is correct if you're a man in that situation.
Best thing to do is just sit down, put a bag over your head, and shut up.
If even that, I mean,
Yeah, if you even spread your legs with a bag over your head, you're still doing something wrong.
yeah, you let's be honest here. Your delegated spot is on the floor, sitting on your knees, making sure you keep to yourself. You say nothing, and maybe you'll be allowed to look at the TV while the show's going. Maybe you'll get that privilege.
With Jennifer Lawrence, okay, they weren't really ruins. They were ancient rocks that the people of Hawaii have some sort of, national cultural pride towards it. But apparently it's based on Pele's curse.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Which is like that Jennifer Lawrence, I mean, that Jennifer Lawrence will have bad luck. Not that the people of Hawaii will have bad luck. Just the person who moves the rocks or removes them from Hawaii is going to have the bad luck.
Oh.
I'm looking at the screen right now. I see they're looking through the Netflix and they're going through Star Trek. Right smack dab in the middle, there's Voyager. That's got to be one of her favorite seasons.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think she did a few videos on that too recently.
Enterprise, on the other hand, 709 is problematic on the. Is that Deep Space Nine she was on? I can't remember.
No, 7 of 9. She was on Voyager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Enterprise, I don't know. Enterprise sucks.
Why? And why is it? Why like 7 of 9? My God, that woman is gorgeous. Why she hasn't been in like an Avengers movie yet? I'll never know. Although if she plays Mockingbird, I'm fucking out. I'm done. Well,
So
of course.
from what I read though about this Hawaii thing is that like every year there's people that have taken rocks from there and they keep setting them back because they don't want to be cursed anymore.
Oh, really?
Apparently, okay, so the story is that there was some park ranger, and then he was angry at people stealing these rocks, and then he said that Pele would curse them with bad luck if they take it.
Oh, God.
But then apparently people say that like the bus drivers who drive tourists around are the ones that made it up because they were sick of like their buses getting all filthy with people having their rock collections and everything.
That does make sense.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just the fact that itching your butt is equivalent with sexual assault. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. So let's
Everything's
see. Well, you remember what Nia says. Everything is problematic. Everything is awful. Everything. I don't know. I can't remember. All I know is it was bad. It was a bad advice.
I know. Oh, the face of Carol here. Oh no.
Carol Manvers.
Kevin Spacey, he is having a pretty huge milkshake dunk moment right now.
Okay, for real, what is a milkshake duck? What are you talking about?
Well, Anita, let me tell you. Originating in a 2016 tweet from user Pixelated Boat, the term milkshake duck has gained widespread usage to refer to times when a
Wait, what? Hold on, I didn't get the definition there.
No, I'm going to get into it in a second, but I have to pause it every 20 seconds or so.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like, I want to comment on the fact that like she seemed to think that it's not possible to separate, the person from their work.
Yeah.
And it kind of is. It depends on what the work is, really. I mean.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier, that the author of Ender's Game, is a homophobic piece of crap, but I still enjoy the work. And I mean.
Yeah, and the work's not homophobic as crap, just because he is.
Yeah.
And like, apparently, this tweet here is saying that like he was accused apparently that the milkshake duck apparently is racist, and it's like, he has to drink a chocolate milkshake or it's racist.
No, I disagree with Josh Whedon a lot on politics and everything else, but my God, can that guy make a good movie? I fucking loved Avengers. I literally watched it 14 times in theaters, mostly because I have a friend who worked at a theater and I can go in for free.
No, but
it's the best Marvel movie.
It was the best Marvel movie, and I will go. And I also like Avengers 2. I actually did enjoy it. It wasn't as good, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, and I am looking forward to his Justice League series of movies. So,
yeah, but
maybe he can fix DC.
Let's hear what the actual definition is.
All right.
It's a person who.
Spell-like figure is revealed to have said or done something terrible.
Yeah, duh.
Terrible.
Times to be a media lover with a conscience. Lately, it seems we can't go more than a few days without.
Okay, so she's saying there that it's hard to be a media lover with a conscience.
It's hard to be a media lover with a conscience.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like Anita to me, does it?
Yeah.
Basically saying there are media lovers without consciences.
Okay, so Milkshake Duck is basically, apparently, I don't know how it morphed to become about that from like just some duck drinking milkshakes on Twitter. Like,
I have no clue either.
I don't know how they decided to say, oh yeah, that person's a milkshake duck. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, unless she's trying to play 4D dimensional chess or something with us, and we're trying to get away from the other meme going around there with the Milkshake Crew involving comics.
Yeah.
Because when you said, like, every time I hear Milkshake, I think of two things: boobs and the Milkshake Crew. Which technically the two are connected, but
well, duck rhymes with fucking suck, so therefore,
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know where her logic is coming from, but it's like, but she doesn't want. Anita doesn't enjoy media. She wants to change media so that it
exactly
meets her standards and it doesn't trigger her and she doesn't get offended by anything she sees.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that she's at this point. I don't think she's actually trying to progress or come up with new materials, because I think all she does, she's trying to do the stuff that she usually does that's satisfying to her patrons.
I know, but good old floppy arms. You know, she definitely doesn't love like video games. That's for sure. Like,
yeah.
she likes, you know, the exploitations you can, you know,
Well,
claim
yeah.
from video games.
She's trying to stick to the same formula that made her money.
We do know that she loves Hitman, and in all the ways you can oppress women in that one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you get punished for that.
Yeah.
Director, actor, or musical artist has said or done some questionable or sometimes downright awful things. Each time another story breaks, it revives the ongoing, unresolved conversations about what we should do when we love someone's artistic output but despise their actions. I wish this could be one of those videos where someone helpfully tells you.
Okay, so like, yeah. It just seems hypocritical as always. It's like the shitty things that Anita has done, you know, involving Sargon, calling him a garbage human and a piece of shit, and like claiming victimhood everywhere, and then just like lying about what she was going to use the donations for her first series. And it's just, for some reason, if you enjoy Feminist Frequency, I guess you can look past that and still enjoy her work.
Well,
you know,
I have noticed that her popularity has been going down, you know, more and more. Like she used to get like a great deal more views than what she's getting now.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And like even in, let's say, like the anti-social justice community or the skeptic community out there, even they've, you know, lowered on the amount of like response videos to her. And I think it's just because she is actually the low-hanging fruit. She's pretty much, you know, fading into obscurity, and she desperately wants to hold on to what money she can.
Yeah.
Until the next crazy thing she has to do.
She still hasn't gotten rid of the fucking hoop earrings though.
Well, no, that's part of her.
I know, but they're racist now. It's
cultural appropriation.
Yeah, she's in a bit of a conflict of that. That's her iconic symbol.
She doesn't wear the little native feathers in her earrings anymore. But like, okay, so like enjoying their works though doesn't make you like complicit in their behavior.
No, not whatsoever.
It doesn't mean that you approve of what they're doing. I mean, just because you enjoy Mein Kampf, it doesn't make you a Nazi.
Well, speaking of the Aryan race of sorts, I actually recently looked up paintings that Adolf Hitler had done.
I know.
And they're actually really good.
Yeah, they're landscapes mostly.
Well, the landscapes.
George Bush's paintings. George Bush with the dog and like him in the shower and like.
Well, George Bush's are far more vibrant, but the thing is with Hitler's is that they have a lot more buildings and a lot more background landscapes. And you know, the strangest thing is, and it took me a while to connect the dots, because I thought I've seen this before. Yeah. And I looked up other artists who did similar things, and the art style in Germany didn't really change all that much. But if you look at some animated films from Germany, I think even some of the more recent ones, the backgrounds tend to look the same.
Yeah.
I mean, Adolf Hitler was. I mean, he didn't, you know, coin all this, but a lot of the stuff that he did do was very popular, and I can't look at anything from Germany in the backgrounds and not see Adolf Hitler related background, even though it's not that he wasn't the one who created it. I'm just pointing out that there's similarities.
And his style is really classical too.
Yeah. I mean, this is a guy who should have stayed in art school.
Oh, definitely.
But like, it's like you can't. Okay, Bill Cosby is a piece of crap supposedly. Like, it still hasn't been confirmed, by the way. There still was no evidence to convict him. You know, he was never actually convicted of anything.
Well, not only that, in the media, a lot of what we heard was pretty much taken out of context, because he did admit to giving some of the girls drugs, but when he said that, he meant like stuff that they asked for, like marijuana and dope. Yeah. I mean, he worked in Hollywood. I mean, yeah, he had the ability to get all the different drugs. I mean,
He should have hidden the drugs in a pudding pop, and then they might not have known.
How much you want to bet some of these girls requested to directly get delivered as a pudding pop? He's the pudding pop man.
Rudy.
Like I said, anything from Hollywood. I mean, like I wouldn't be surprised if Robert Downey Jr. His basement's essentially a meth lab. I mean, the Hollywood is notoriously.
Well, I said that William H. Macy seems kind of too wholesome, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. If someone's in Hollywood, I mean, I wouldn't trust it. Like, let's be honest here. If any one of us got like millions and millions of dollars to do a role in Hollywood, we'd probably take it. And if we stayed in that environment, we'd probably all be addicted to something or other.
But like Cosby's actions doesn't like take away from the impact that the impact that Cosby's himself had on comedy. Like it was clean comedy for one.
Mm-hmm.
And, it just took off, and it honestly changed the way people viewed comedy. It really did, because it was just him sitting on a fucking stool the whole time.
Yeah.
Even Richard Pryor used to, when Richard Pryor first started, he used to copy Cosby's style until he found his own style.
Yep. And so it's just like, I don't know, the actions he did afterwards, like, a couple of people said he acted somewhat inappropriately on set and stuff, but it's like, again, his work was still important. I don't know, everyone talks about how good Woody Allen is, but I don't find any of his work humorous or entertaining at all.
Yeah, Woody Allen just sort of stutters a lot and tells a bunch of dirty jokes.
And Anita is going to point out later on how, like, he's got underage girls in his movies and stuff, or like young girls compared to him in his movies, and it's just like,
once you realize what he did, what he allegedly did, and then see some of the young girls he romantically gets involved with in movies that are like 16 or 15, it's really creepy.
Like Ellen Page is now saying that she regrets working with him, and the stupid thing about that is you don't see her giving back any of the money that she got from that movie.
Well, and not only that, how long has this been going on, and he never said anything?
Woody Allen been doing it for a long time. And she knew about it at the time when she accepted the movie to do it, right?
It's just when people start calling her out on it, it's when she started getting upset all of a sudden.
So Ellen Page is saying that one of the producers, I guess it would be when she was doing Juno, or just before that, when she was like 16, she said that one of the guys like outed her or something. And apparently they said something like, one of the female actresses, they said on X-Men or something like that, they said you should fuck her so she finally realizes that she's a lesbian.
Oh God.
That's what the director said or whatever. It's like not X-Men, I can't remember what movie it was, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah, he probably was angry that she wouldn't fuck him.
Yeah, maybe. But apparently that director was a piece of crap, but it's like, well, you didn't storm out the movie set, but she's like, I was 16, so whatever. But I don't know. Ellen Page is one of those people that, I'm a lesbian, and it's like, duh. I mean, just, you could tell with some people, and it's like, but Kevin Spacey being like, I'm gay now, it's like, and I realized that, with Spacey, he was definitely trying to, take people attention away from the scandal and be like, I'm gay.
Definitely. And people have known for decades.
He's been living as a bi man before that, though. So
yeah.
It's like he's fully gay when it suits him best.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that he's gone off now to some rehab center to somehow turn him away from being a pedophile.
That is so bullshit. I hate it when people do that. When they get caught and stuff, they have to go to these sex rehab things. It's just self-control, and it's just your power makes you want to do this, and not want to do this, but makes you think you can do this without any consequences. It has nothing to do with any goddamn addiction.
Need to go back back to the stupid show. Yeah.
exactly the right way to handle a particular issue, but it's not. The truth is that I struggle with this dilemma constantly, and I don't
Sure
think
you
there's
do.
one right answer. It's more of a constantly evolving negotiation. And these negotiations matter because media really matters in our lives.
Media matters.
It's not just some disposable thing. Art can change us. It can transform our sense.
She's showing Hook there. I don't know what was bad about Hook, but apparently.
Dustin Hoffman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he plays Hook.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. You can't take away from Robin Williams' performance in that movie.
Oh no, he's a really good. That was
Except
one
for
of
the
the
whole
first times people saw it was dramatic.
Like, Rufio can suck a dick, but like honestly, in that
Probably
movie, I
has.
couldn't stand the Rufio character. I hated him.
I
Yeah, he
didn't
was-
mind them. And then I also was surprised to find out that they were trying to make a Rufio spin-off movie.
Yeah,
No, they did. It was called Pan instead of Hook. What they did in that movie is Captain Hook was there, and when they introduced the pirates, you know how the pirates are singing like "Yo ho ho" in a bottle of rum or whatever.
yeah, Pirates, like for me.
They show the pirates and they introduce them by singing "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
Okay. No, I'm talking about the character Rufio from Hook. He was trying to get a spin-off movie. A Rufio movie.
Yeah, what is that actor's name? He plays Zuko in Avatar: The Last Airbender. He does the voice for that, and
Not sure, but
forgot
I
his
know
name.
that it didn't happen. But he also, I think he also tried to do a Kickstarter for it, and that also didn't happen.
yeah,
But I mean, he tried.
he's a little too chubby and fat to play the character
Well,
anyway.
Dante Bosco. That's his name.
Yeah, that's him, Dante Bosco.
You can lose that weight really fast. That's what happened with Chris Pratt, and that's how he got the job for Star-Lord. He did, because he was chubby guy in The Office. I think it was The Office.
Parks and Recreations.
Yeah, okay, Parks and Recreation. That makes sense. And he hit the gym and he lost a lot of weight and posted some pictures and went, okay, yeah, there you go. You can play Star-Lord.
Oh yeah.
He lost it fast.
Yeah, he lost it really fast, and he looks a lot better.
He was also in Hanging with Mr. Cooper. That's an old one with like fucking. I used to watch that show, but it's so bad.
I was also going to say, I think Chris Pratt's a conservative. I only make that judgment on the basis that he's a hunter.
Yeah.
Most of the liberal actors don't hunt. I follow him on Instagram, and I'm watching him as he's like, carving up meat from when he went hunting and all that. I'm like, holy shit, this guy means business.
And it's so much better for the environment and more liberal, actually, to go out and hunt your own food because you're not having to get meat from factory farms and shit.
Yeah, and you're not having to deal with government taxation and stuff by like. No, I'm joking. All right, so we should probably get back to the video.
Have you guys heard the old saying that's the medium is the message?
Media missed the message?
Yep.
No.
Basically, it's saying that like the medium that the message is delivered on has an impact on how people perceive it or whatever. But like, the Feminist Frequency channel is the medium in this case, and like, it's kind of built on lies. It's like you sit on a throne of lies. Anyway.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, it's not exactly a trustworthy company, at this point.
Feminist frequency.
Yeah.
Well, when you're dealing with something that has more response videos that are practically debunking all your talking points, you kind of go downhill. I mean, you type in Anita Sarkeesian, you're going to find more debunked videos than actual videos.
Yeah, but they're introducing Feminist Frequency Radio now, so
Throughout all their videos, they have more dislikes than any other channel I've ever seen, almost.
In all honesty, I don't see her, if she does try to do a radio show.
No, they're doing a podcast.
Okay, I totally believe that. I don't see it going on for too long.
And they also have a series right now where they're reviewing every episode of Star Trek.
The new show?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I hope they do that. I hope
And
they
they also have
do.
a series of videos on Twitch where one of the people from Feminist Frequency has been playing Wolfenstein, the new one.
Which one was the one with the World War II stuff? And they had the black Nazi woman in
No, that's the current one, the Wolfenstein Part 2. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember hearing about that and just laughing my head off, thinking this is gonna be fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's some of the solutions that Anita has for us.
Of who we are, and we can develop a deep admiration not just for the work, but for the people who created it. So what I can offer is a few ways to think about this problem. Before we go any further, let's make it clear who we're talking about. This isn't about those celebrities who periodically say or do something that's garden variety problematic, like.
Okay, so she's saying it's not about the smaller celebrities, but she opened the video talking about Jennifer Lawrence rubbing her butt on some rocks.
How disrespectful.
I know. All I have to say is just like, oh yeah. And the next line that she's gonna mention is like the sheet cake thing, which is just like, and the only point Tina Fey was making was like, don't sit there and yell at the neo-Nazis, don't fight with them, scream all your frustrations into the cake.
Yeah.
Create your hate cake, and then send it to your friends.
Cake thing. She wasn't saying ignore the stuff that these neo-Nazis are doing.
Yeah. She was saying your frustrations out this way.
Yeah. And that was the whole point, but Anita doesn't want to let them eat cake. It's just not allowed anymore.
Yeah, you can't have it and eat it too.
I thought Marie Antoinette was a feminist. It's like, actually, she never actually said that apparently, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, it was some reporter that lied and said that back then.
Yeah, but basically is Anita here, if you notice the people that she was showing on screen, it's like support black people's art because they matter more than white people.
I know, that's the most annoying part.
There's a petition right now to try and get someone to write the scripts for the Riri Williams character Ironheart in Marvel Comics, and the petition legitimately wants this one woman to write for the comic, and the reason is, and I kid you not, the reason that they want this woman to write is because she looks like the character. She looks like Riri Williams. That's the scenario that we're in right now.
No writing merit whatsoever. It's just she looks similar to the character.
Well, it's in her genes because apparently, her father used to do comic strips way back in the day. So she comes from lineage. Obviously, it is known. She's born into this.
All right, back to the thing.
Tina Fey stuffing her face with sheet cake, or Lena Dunham saying something exclusionary and privileged about feminism. Of course, these instances deserve to be called out, and pressure should be put on these folks to be more mindful and do better in the future. But at the same time, you don't exactly need to lose sleep over your desire to binge watch the new season of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Sooner or later, a lot of the celebrities we admire.
Okay.
She has bad taste.
Have you seen that show?
No. I passed it and watched a little preview, but it looks like it sucks so bad.
Yeah, the reason why they're pissed off about Kimmy Schmidt is that there's racial stereotypes in the show. Typical gay black dude, and there's like an Asian guy in there that's like her delivery guy.
Really? Honestly, gay people don't give a shit about stereotypes. We don't care. I'm gay, I don't care. Everybody I know don't care.
Yeah, the actors though, it's like a sassy black dude, but like the actors playing those roles, like they're in on the joke. It's not.
Yeah.
And the whole point of that is she comes out in a time period where it's like everything's totally different, and then she comes out of the shelter and like it's a totally different world, and all these types of people, she'd never met them before, and all this stuff, and it's just. All right, Samaj. I mean,
oh my God.
Go hang out with Schmeckle. I was going to say.
we'll do, my dude. All right, take care, guys. Yeah, I'm heading off to the country, but everyone who is currently watching this, you're going to sit your ass right here and you finish watching the stream.
There's nobody here, so who cares?
Well, in that case, I mean, I'm not harming you at all. All right. Well, take care, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, man. Bye.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. That show is ridiculous. I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes, and after that, it's kind of like, I don't know.
Are gonna say or do
Like, what's the
something
whole premise of that
worse or
show
more
anyway?
oppressive. Because
I'll tell you in a
I know
second.
this
Hold on.
is surprising, but celebrities are people too, and we all mess up. We just hope that they're good enough people to learn from their mistakes and be better. We can't live our lives agonizing over enjoyment of any media that someone flawed has had a hand in creating, or else we'd literally not be able to watch anything.
Okay. So with Kimmy Schmidt, it's like there's some sort. They think there's gonna be some sort of disaster. It's kind of like, you remember that movie with Brendan Fraser where he's underground and then he comes out and like.
Oh, Pleasantville? No, not Pleasantville, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like 30 years.
Thing.
It was like 30 years later, and he comes out and like everything's different, and he's got these baseball cards that are worth a bunch of money, you know.
And he's like from 1960 or raised from 1950.
Yeah, it's kind of like that where she goes underground, and then when she comes out, she basically is on her own, and she's got to learn everything from scratch because she's never been in the real world and everything like that.
Oh,
It's a fish out of water story, you know.
Yeah.
But like, you just gotta point out though, Anita talking about like learning from your mistakes and doing better.
Yeah, that's what normal humans do.
No, with her though, she didn't learn from the garbage human thing.
Oh, definitely not.
You know, she's still doing that kind of shit, and she's still
She doubled down on it.
Everything. But like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to watch anything. It's already bad enough that if you like a show that has some racist dickhead involved in it, if you say you like a Mel Gibson movie, or you're like, oh, Lethal Weapon was amazing, or Braveheart, or whatever. You know, he's a white man, so you're already guilted about liking it. It's like,
yeah, now you're guilty by association.
Yeah, it's like it's already the case that if you like certain shows, they make you feel guilty about it, especially if it's like fucking Rick and Morty, you know.
Yeah.
Because her IQ is just not high enough to understand.
Oh no.
All right, hold on.
Ever again. That doesn't mean that we can't decide for ourselves that certain celebrities have gone too far. Of course we can. If Jimmy Fallon ruffling Trump's hair was a deal breaker for you, that's totally fine and totally fair. I never really cared for the man to begin with. Personally, for years I've struggled with Whoopi Goldberg. I used to love her so much, and she's done so much of...
Yeah, it's just... They were triggered by it for some fucking reason, but, you know, I love how she's like, if you're triggered by Jimmy Fallon ruffling Trump's hair, then that's perfectly fine. It's like, how is that fine? That's insane.
Yeah, that is insane. It's just some stupid vapid talk show bullshit. How could you be ever upset about something like that?
Because apparently if you ruffle Trump's hair, it means you agree with every policy that he ever says. Even though if you see Jimmy Fallon now talking about Trump, he bashes him all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm. What really makes me sick is seeing Jimmy Fallon and everybody suck Hillary Clinton's dick every time she comes on.
Yeah, I know.
That stuff really makes me sick.
There's some other show, I forget which one it was, that wouldn't have Hillary on, and she got all pissed about it.
Oh, I'd love to know what show that is. I would love to fucking support that show.
And it's just, you know, because I believe they had Obama on at one point, and so she's like, I should be able to go on there too. But like, how dare you though? Like, go after that brave woman of color, Whoopi Goldberg. She's got to put up with all those bitches on The View every week.
Yeah.
You know, so that's bravery by itself. But like,
I love watching Whoopi Goldberg's face when some of these dumb blonde bitches say shit, and you can see her like internally roll her eyes, and it's hilarious.
You know, and some of the stuff that Whoopi says is outrageous and whatever, but it's like, she was an okay actress, I guess, but like,
yeah,
besides like Sister Act, there wasn't very much other than Ghost.
And she did that Rex movie. Have you ever seen Rex? It's about her and a dinosaur detective.
Yeah, and then there's the one where she's like a basketball fan, and she becomes the owner of the team or whatever.
Yeah. A lot of those crazy like early '90s movies that really had a crazy premise and didn't make any sense.
No, and then she had Ghost where she made out with a chick, so you know.
Oh yeah, I always thought she was a lesbian. She claims not to be, but she's got to be.
That's gotta be an ashy, but anyway, never mind. It's just she's so old and gross. It's like,
Yeah.
no. She never washes her hair either because of the dreads. It's like,
Yeah. God knows what her forehead smells like.
Important work. But now, every time I see her, I think about how she's defended noted racist and misogynist Mel Gibson, or said that Roman Polanski was not guilty of rape, whatever that means.
Rape.
But today we're focusing on those celebrities who have truly gone way beyond the pale. The Bill Cosbys, the James Tobacks, the R. Kellys, and the Woody Allens of the world.
Yeah.
I've got something to say about the Mel Gibson thing.
What's that?
You know, like they say, oh, nothing ever happened to him. He was never punched, and then they just, they let people watch the movie he's in and stuff. Like he paid his price. He went almost 15 years, or longer, being in like the wilderness, no one wanting to work with him or nothing, and him apologizing over and over and over again. And he said that shit while he was drunk. Of course, people say, well, you say what you really think when you're drunk, but he paid his price. He served his time in the wilderness.
Yeah, but that racist rant wasn't the problem. It was like like the phone calls to his wife about his daughter and shit. Like,
oh yeah, that's shitty.
Like it was shit. Like, okay, that woman edited the hell out of those tapes. Okay, and she only released one little bit at a time. Like you could tell that she made sure to only include his parts, or to like whenever to make sure that she would call. She would answer the phone and just stay silent the entire time and just let him run his mouth. But like, you can tell that she's trying to make him look bad and stuff. And that every conversation like that, every fight, there's two sides to every story.
Yeah, and Mel Gibson for a whole decade or more paid his price, and now we've missed out on almost longer than a decade of not having any Mel Gibson projects or movies or anything. God knows what he could have made in between that time that would have been genius, but no, we were like robbed of it. So leave the man alone. He's atoned for his mistakes. If he makes any more, fine, but let him fucking make his movies and direct, and without shitting on him for stuff he did in the past that he paid for.
Well, the thing is that Whoopi Goldberg is friends with Mel Gibson and has invited him in her house, and he's been around her kids and everything else.
Yeah, so she knows him personally.
She doesn't think that he's actually racist. She did make a comment, though, that bugs me. It's like, she said that drunks are assholes and they say stupid shit or whatever, and that she actually thought that Mel Gibson wasn't drunk when he made that rant. I don't know, but
he was arrested for intoxication. He was driving when he was pulled over.
Yeah, I know. What's ridiculous. And the Polanski thing, Whoopi Goldberg said that he wasn't charged with rape, not that he didn't do it. What she said, like that he was charged with sexual assault and whatnot, but he was also charged with consensual rape. Statutory rape. Like he did take advantage of a young girl and got them drunk and drugged her.
And all these even the victim, even the young girl, she's a grown woman now. She says that she wants all this to be over. She wants people to leave Polanski alone. She wants people to leave her alone and let him get along with his life because he doesn't have that much life left, and let her get along with, move on with her life.
Sex before that point, apparently, with him, but like, even then, it's like there's an argument about whether or not a 13-year-old can consent. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I'm not saying Polanski is a good guy. He's not.
Oh no, he's not. He's not. He's creepy, and everything, but still.
Yep.
His wife, Sharon Tate, being brutally murdered while she was pregnant with her child by the Manson family and all that. Oh.
Yeah, that whole Tate thing is really weird. Like, there's something more to that. I don't know. It's strange. It just seems a lot of coincidence, that whole Tate thing.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
When we learn that someone who has created things we love is also engaged in some truly cruel, vile, damaging behavior, it changes our relationship with their work. What do we do then? I've struggled with this for years and have had a lot of conversations with friends about how they handle it too. So I wanted to share with you a few different perspectives.
Friends, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Anita doesn't have friends. But like a lot of those guys that she showed on the screen, some of them were, only accused. They weren't found guilty.
Yeah.
So it's just, and I don't know that if you find out someone's guilty of something, that it changes your relationship with their work. Like you don't instantly say, "Oh, I hate that now."
Yeah. And plus, Mel Gibson wasn't even charged with a crime, really. He was drunk driving. That's what he was charged with.
No,
But,
sure, it's kind of racism. It kind of is.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, his anti-Semitic rant was still racism, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But it's really more of a thought crime.
Like I really don't think that he believes
Half of what he said.
No, I really don't think that he believes that about people. I think he was just saying stuff that
I think he was just drunk and angry that he was being arrested.
Well, he said stuff they knew would piss them off. It's like there's a similar thing with Shia LaBeouf when he got arrested.
Oh, yeah. But people don't talk about that.
Oh, yeah, he freaked out. It went on this racial tirade and everything else, but like maybe Mel Gibson blames the Jews for Jesus' death. I don't know. There are some Christians, some Catholics. I'll correct myself. It's still Christian technically, but Catholics are more hardcore about like who's responsible for the death of Jesus, even though, according to the story, it was Pontius Pilate. But
Yeah.
Because he tried to put the blame on the Jewish people by saying, "Oh, well, I'm going to wash my hands of this now. You guys chose what you wanted, so I'm just doing what the people want."
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, death of the author. Some people take the death of the author approach. In a 1967 essay called, appropriately enough, The Death of the Author, Roland Barthes argues that art should be experienced with no regard for any aspect of the creator's identity, their politics, their religion, or any other personal attributes, because, he said, doing so...
So, with this said, that's the complete opposite of what Anita's doing.
Yeah.
Like, she's totally taking their politics into account. Like, some of the bad stuff that these people did is like supported Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough now, apparently. And it's true that the work doesn't necessarily have something to do with who they are as a person,
Exactly.
Like, there are people that put content out there that don't believe half the shit that the character says, and they just whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think Eminem believes half the shit that he used to rap about. It's like,
oh no, he just did it because he thought that's what his audience wanted.
Like he just did the Trump shit to promote his album, and now that the
exactly.
out, everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's so amazing!"
Because how many days after he did that Trump rap video did his album drop? It was like days, wasn't it? Like 2 days or something.
Well, just a single. The album's not out yet, but
yeah, the single. Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's trying to call it. I forget the stupid album's called, but yeah, something. I can't remember. But if I made an album, I'll just call it Anyway, Rebirth or something like that. I don't know. He's trying to say that he's sick of the reputation that people have about him and whatever. It's like, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You cultivated that.
Yeah, no.
The frame within which we might interpret and critique their work. Personally, this doesn't really work for me, especially with creators like Woody Allen.
Nothing works for you.
Whose personalities and lives are so intrinsic to the media.
I bet you she had this all filmed, right? And then she had to probably add this part in because Louis C.K. happened afterwards.
Yeah.
She's probably like, damn it. Like, Louis C.K.'s work, I wouldn't say is as influential as Woody Allen's was for some reason, but
media they create. I can't unknow what I know about them or unlearn what I've learned.
You don't know.
Like when you go back and watch your favorite movies as a teen and realize they have a whole lot of.
Okay, like she says she knows these things about them. You don't. You know what they were accused of. That's it.
Yeah.
Like
she should be sued for libel.
You don't know. And like, are we gonna believe for a second that Anita Sarkeesian actually enjoyed the work of Louis? No.
Oh no, she doesn't have a sense of humor. There's no way she could have enjoyed that.
Especially all the rape jokes.
Oh yeah.
But like, what Louis C.K. did, I don't know. I wouldn't put it on the same level as some of the other shit these people have done.
Oh no, Louis C.K.'s an angel compared to some of these other guys.
Yep. Yeah, but okay, so now she's gonna go into how all the shit about why, Woody Allen is such a creeper.
Yeah.
Sexism and racism in them. I can't unsee that now. If you wanted to play a fun game, you could do the complete opposite and really lean into your awareness of what the person has done. For example, go watch Manhattan, in which a 43-year-old Alan pairs himself up with a 17-year-old Mariel Hemingway. Follow that up with Husbands and Wives.
Yeah, this part here where she's like, "Oh, fun fact: when he was like 57, he had an affair with his 21-year-old stepdaughter," and it's like, number one, stepdaughter, so not related by blood.
And
It's still
basically
creepy
adopted too.
It's still creepy as hell, but still
Yeah,
not technically like related to him or anything.
Yeah.
And he didn't admit to raping her. He admitted to having a relationship with her, and she was 21.
Yeah. But people are like basically
it's
saying
creepy as
God knows
hell,
what
but
happened
still.
before, he started the legal, what happened before she was 18 is what people are thinking, like he must have done something to her for all this to pop out when she became
Yeah,
of
but when you're
age.
watching those movies, even though, it's starring Woody Allen, he's still playing, and he plays close to the same character every time, but like,
Oh yeah.
it's
He's
still
like
him.
almost like Larry David, he always plays himself.
Yeah, no, but it's still like a character, and like, I don't know, I don't see the amazingness of Annie Hall. Like, I don't.
No, like his performance is not that good, and and Diane Keaton and all that, it's not really good to me. Sissy Spacek and all these people that have acted with him, but his stories are really good though.
Woody Allen is like just I don't know.
A pedophile, rapey kind of Larry David.
Yeah, but he's just like a discount version of some of these guys. Like he just tries to, like I was gonna say that he's like a discount version of what's his name? The
Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Lady.
Yeah, like a cheaper version of that. Like that's the kind of style he always goes for, I think.
Yeah, like neurotic, New York Jew.
Yeah.
In which a 56-year-old Alan flirts with a 19-year-old Juliette Lewis, and then get thoroughly creeped out and never watch a Woody Allen movie again because they just make you sick. Good times. Number 2, line in the sand. Another perspective some of my friends take is a kind of line in the sand approach. They treat the moment they find out about the artist's vile action.
Okay, so she's gonna say that you take their actions and you consider all their works after that point to be moot, that you won't watch them anymore.
Like
But
there
you
was
still,
a before the rape and after the rape.
Yeah, but you still watch the stuff that happened beforehand. So I don't know about that, but it's just like, yeah. So there's people doing that, but I think that's just stupid. Like even if you support their older works, you're still giving them money.
Oh yeah.
Is the moment when everything changes. They allow themselves to continue enjoying the stuff they innocently fell in love with before they found out the artist was a scumbag. But as far as they're concerned, anything new the artist produces after that point doesn't exist. If the artist is already dead when you learn of their abuses, then I guess their whole back catalog is fair game. Now, I loved Bill Cosby's stand-up as much.
No, you didn't. But
No, yeah. She is a fucking liar. I play video games. I love Bill Cosby.
It's not because it was funny. It's because he's a black man. That's pretty much it. It's like he's a black dude, so that automatically makes his stuff better.
Oh, of course. She is so hypocritical in that way.
Yeah, I know. It's just ridiculous, and it's like, I don't know.
Much as anyone else, but there's no way I can ever go back and enjoy that again.
Why not?
And then, of course, there's the full-on personal boycott approach of avoiding the output of such creators altogether. That's
what she wants.
Choice that might make you feel personally better. Though, let's not kid ourselves that it's an effective way to push for systemic change. Boycotts typically only have much effect.
It would only produce like systematic change if everybody agreed with you, and that the boycott actually worked. Because a lot of times people say, "I'm going to boycott this," and it never works.
Never.
Like, can we boycott? Like, let's just boycott feminist frequency.
I think most people already do.
No, she gets lots of views. Like, this had 20,000 views in like 2 days. So
Probably 99.99% of the population boycott her videos, though.
yeah, she probably gets her friends to watch her videos and get her the views.
Yeah, or she watches them on another account like 10,000 times.
Fact that they're very large scale and very organized. You deciding never to watch your DVD of Annie Hall again isn't exactly going to hit Woody Allen where it hurts. However, one impactful thing you can do is to seek out films, books, comics, and music by women, queer folks, and people of color.
Yeah, see, once again, watch these movies not because they're good, but because black people made them.
Mm-hmm. You
Like,
watch
Get
based
Out-
on sexual orientation or race. Don't watch based on how good it is.
My Gimpy Life.
What the fuck is that? What?
My Gimpy Life.
It's a lady in a wheelchair. It sounds like a comedy, but please God, don't. I've never heard of that.
Me neither.
We actually need to look that up. My Gimpy Life. It sounds like a reality show or something.
It's a TV show that was on. It was a disabled actress trying to navigate Hollywood in a wheelchair.
Uh-huh.
It had 2 seasons and that's it. And I don't know. Like, I have to say that at least the woman in it was actually in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So there's that, but like, I've never heard of it, but like, why is it that Anita's okay with her saying the word gimp? Like, I understand it's a disabled person saying it, like me calling myself a cripple.
Yeah. Like, oh, I have a gimpy leg, or I have a gimpy arm.
Yeah. Gee, what? I'm sorry, Politipod. Good luck. You're having a hangout at the same time that the cunt stream's on. Good luck with that one. Like, you got not only that, but Shitlords Anonymous is on at the same time. So
Yeah. It's like, what? How many streams right now on that, of just the people we know? 4?
and like with all the drama with Vamp Candy and Sinatra and all those people and Liz and everything and all that stuff going on Twitter right now, that's where everyone's going to be watching probably.
Oh, yeah.
And let's hope that when the stream is called Final Thoughts about the situation, that it is the final thoughts, because I'm sick of hearing about it. It's just...
Give them your money. Spread the word about the amazing work they're doing, and help create a world where the term creative genius doesn't just conjure images of white men in some people's minds. These are
White
systemic
people,
problems,
white people.
and ultimately the change has to happen at the systemic level. So yeah, you boycotting.
It's not a systemic. I don't know if I would call it systemic. I would call it...
She doesn't know what the word
prevalent.
means. She just uses it as a buzzword.
No, I would call it prevalent. I would say that it is everywhere, but it's not like this planned thing where there's some person in power that's purposely planning it this way. It just happens that that shit happens a lot, but it's not.
Oh, yeah. It's not like institutionalized or something.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what the argument is. The argument is that, like, oh yeah, everybody's just like, oh, it happened, so I'm perfectly okay with it. No consequences for these people. The ones who don't have consequences are the women.
Yeah.
Like these teachers who have sex with 13-year-olds and then get off with a light sentence.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're like, oh, you need to... Well, your child needs you, so I'm not going to hold you accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And it just bugs me. Really annoying. But anyway.
Yeah, there's a gigantic double standard that cannot be addressed without being honest.
Yep.
I think Woody Allen's work won't do much, but if all the actors, producers, and other people who enable him to keep making movies collectively refuse to work with him, well, that's a different story. I mean, by this point, we all know Mel Gibson is a racist, misogynist scumbag, but the Hollywood system still decided it was cool to cast him in Daddy's Home too? Seriously, what the
Do you want him to be punished without being in movies or having a career for another 15 years? You fucking evil bitch.
And just earlier she said, oh, there's no reason to feel guilty about binge watching The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Then why should you feel guilty about watching Daddy's Home too? Besides the fact that it's a really shitty movie. But and it's just, I don't know.
contradict
Ferrell,
yourself
Mark
within
Wahlberg,
10
yeah.
minutes.
Yeah. I don't know. That first movie was okay and funny, but like the sequel, I haven't watched it. I don't know.
Yeah. Sequels to movies like that are always crappy.
Yeah, it's dad against dad kind of thing. It's just like, whatever.
Yeah. Like Meet the Fockers too.
Yeah.
Consequences for that kind of behavior. Also,
There
what
are.
the hell is Daddy's home? Regardless of what.
Yeah, I love how she does. I bet she was reading the script that someone else wrote for her for this, and she just said to her fellow writers, she just like, "What the hell's Daddy's home?" That's probably what she said in the when she met with everybody about this video.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
I
so
bet
self-involved. I don't know anything about pop culture.
I'm sure she's never heard of that movie or never seen it, so it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever choice you make in terms of how you engage with a particular piece of media, watch or don't watch, listen or don't listen, we should absolutely make a goddamn ruckus and collectively organize so perpetrators do not go unpunished.
Wait, what was wrong? Is Rush Hour because of the Ratner? Is that what she's saying?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Change requires that creative industries, and in fact every industry, decides that the actions of abusers and predators are not to be ignored or covered up.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know what's like. No one's covering this up anymore. Like it's all out there in the open, whether it's true or not. Yeah.
Yeah. They're guilty until proven innocent now.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Especially if you're a white man, it's like automatically guilty. You're a white man.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that's gonna be the end of the live portion of this. We went through everything we're supposed to talk about, so I'm gonna end the live portion here, and then I'll probably put it up on my main channel later. So see you guys later.
Bye.